the T side, which would be more favourable for them.
Indeed. Well, I think this is a particular map where the T side will be favourable regardless because of how difficult it is to hold on the CT side. But it is a pistol, so variance is there to be had, and the CTs will have the range advantage. Speaking of which, 3 instant headshots coming out for the CTs there. Config going down as well. So Tensky versus 5 in all of 5 seconds, Dan.
Yeah, and he's dead.
He is very dead. He is all the way dead. He is absolutely dead, Dan.
But now he's alive.
Once more.
Resurrected. A miracle, perhaps? Or is it just Counter-Strike? I think Counter-Strike's a miracle, James.
I don't know what to say.
Well, you're going to play Counter-Strike today at some point, so you probably think
I am
pretty great as well.
Yes.
All right, so we got the Force Spy from Dignitas. They haven't bought any head armors, though, interestingly. They've actually done that so they can get nades out. Interesting choice, considering that there is very likely SMGs in this round. They have no head armors, apart from 1 player. Well, 2 players. Normally you see 5 head armors, James.
Yeah, well, let's see if they can put those grenades to good use. I mean, bearing in mind that they even bought Kevlar at all, they want to win this round. Obviously, you want to win every round, but they're spending the money with the intention of winning the round is the thing I'm trying to get at. And those smokes will try and help them get the bomb plants in. You can see there's a long smoke to try and choke off the door. And now we have Apex with no frags in this round, stuck on the site. Tensky goes down, he'll get himself some more 1v1s while his teammates try to stream in. Slowly, though, will Dignitas move towards the site, and they might not get a bomb plant after all. 2 frags for the T so far, leaving Cajun B alone. Kenny and Apex are very susceptible now, so if he can avoid NBK in the close range Max 7, then maybe he can do this, and indeed, he'll pick up the MP9. But to the M4 of it, Kenny will finish things off here from the back. 3 HP, of course.
That was rather close. So Dignitas going to be down to the full save now. EnVyUs kind of, by the skin of their teeth, surviving that round, and now they'll be able to build the bank a little bit. Hopefully for them. I mean, they should be able to do so if they had a chance to do so. Now it would be at its highest, with just the Glocks, no investment except 1 single PT50 on Cajun B. And I'm really curious how Cajun B is going to fit into Cobblestone, because it's much easier to predict it on Mirage or on the first map Dust 2. But you know, we'll have to see. Time will tell. I think his impact will be more noted on the CT sides, generally speaking. But here you go. We've got EnVyUs defending the Glocks now as they push in. Glocks, as Steel would say. Glocks.
No, it's dazed. Glocks. Anyway, good start here for the NV side. A very good start indeed. But how long can it continue? We've got the AKs coming out for the Dignitas team. Or should I say for Team Dignitas, since that is literally their name. Team Dignitas with a big D, otherwise it's Dignitas with a small d. Let me know which D you prefer on Twitter. Or maybe not. Let Yanko know, he wants to know. So we've got NBK continuing with the Mag 7 here. We'll see if he's playing close to the crack in the wall. I think it might be a reasonable buy actually, even on a 4 round. I think you can go Mag 7 on 16k on this map. I think it's viable at the moment. The way things are at present. MSL and Co going to be concentrating the forces over towards the A bomb site. And there is a huge rotation coming in here from the CTs. I wasn't paying attention if they went for a peek down the plateau. There is a passive position being held by T towards the B bomb site. And Dignitas are not yet committed here towards A. So that's going to stretch NV out to both sites again because they lose a player. But hold on, there's no charge. So what is going on? They don't really have the information. I think it's NBK actually playing close to the mid area. Indeed it is. So he's the one looking for the info. Problem is, even if he sees someone, if they're not up close, then he's going to have a hard time of trying to get a kill here. Kenyes in an important position at the moment. Devil's in there for support. Devil has a flash as well, so he can flash Kenyes in response to that flash. And there is said flash, and Kenny gets a kill. Great stuff. Got some information for the team as well. They've got NBK pushing over towards A, but they see the bomb is over. Sorry, yeah, they see the bomb is over towards the B bomb site. And time is ticking. There are 30 seconds left and 2 Dignitas players to try and clean this up. That's only their second kill of the round so far. Rubino and Tensky alone They can collect the bomb now, but there's not much rotation to be done as far as the bomb's concerned. Tensky making too much noise there. Apex has the angle on him, leaving Rubino alone with the bomb, but 14 seconds to find 2 players on the site who can go for a double peek as well. And here it comes, Devil to finish things off there. 3 players surviving for Envy, and they will take 2 AKs into the following round as well. A solid 4-0. Kenya's coming in for the AWP. Dignitas going to be on difficult money there, 2.5 to 3K. Money looking good for Envy so far, so they should be in a good position to string a few rounds together if they can survive the next buy of Dignitas.
Well, that's going to be quite an interesting task, isn't it? Dignitas's T side has become somewhat prolific, but on Cobblestone, I'm not sure. Still needs more data. Must be collected. Ooh, the first jumping shot of Happy is going to be good. Second one, punished by the egg shot. There you go. Apex with a couple in the mid, though, by the A bomb site, and that should definitely hamstring the efforts quite significantly of the Dignitas side, and it only gets worse from there. Dignitas will lose config to the AWP of Kenny S, and it's so dangerous on a map like this because he's such a fast and snappy AWPer. I mean, this is a great map for holding angles, but also if you're a fast AWPer, there's so much repositioning to be done. It's very, very hard to trade against an AWPer that is as skilled as Kenny S. So EnVyUs could have a knockout CT side here, and I'd love to see Kenny S really getting into his rhythm and already having good economy. EnVyUs couldn't really be set up better than they are right now.
Right, so let's see what Dignitas can do in this round of 5 AKs coming out for the side. Again, we have a bit of a battle for Plateau. This time, Dignitas going to be more aggressive over there, despite still having 3 people over towards long. Are we going to see a pop flash coming in here from one of these players? Rubino looks like he's looking to creep the angle here. His shadow there will be seen by Apex. He manages to avoid the flashbang, and he'll get the first frag. Not the second, though, but instant trades here from Kenny S. Still 2 people over towards long A for the CT side, but there are no more assailants here for Dignitas. They are down to 3. The bomb is still over towards B, and Envy have the man advantage.
Yeah, hard position to play from. Dignitas have shown some good calls, though, on Mirage in the mid-rounds like this from disadvantages, but Devil's in a good position. Quick snap will deal 1 play. It's got a great engagement for the follow-up. The spray continues, dealing critical damage to Config as he'll lay down the smoke to try to get himself some more ground to work with, but with 15 HP and 4 players alive for EnVyUs, it's surely over. It will be, as the AWP of Kenny S once again resounding through Cobblestone to remind Dignitas that this is going to be a hard task. Look at the money on EnVyUs. Apex has, well, had a 15.5k or so at the beginning of this round. This is kind of crazy that the money is so good for EnVyUs right now. Dignitas are in a lot of trouble here, James. This is kind of reminiscent of the start of the last map. I mean, it took Dignitas to come back 6 rounds in a row for them to have any chance on their T side.
Well, I love it when you see this boost, but oh, Config jumps up and he gets slam dunked straight back through the hoop. Great start. We don't even have time to talk here. MSL, how much can he do in response? 1 play goes down, that's NBK, but Dignitas definitely hamstrung at present. They still got people just lurking, you know, at the beginning of the round here over towards A, and they've already lost 2 players. This is a bit of a catastrophe for the Danish side, and MSL gets legged to boot. So 6-0, and he needs to rely on Rubino and Tensky to continue their push over towards the A sites here and clear a path for him to rotate that bomb. Happy's going to get taken down as well. After dinking Tensky to 9 HP, Devil has a lot of work to do here. 2-man spray down. Nice transfer by him. And Kenny S is alone now versus Rubino, who needs to pick up the bomb, but Kenny is not going to allow it. 7-0. This is Dignitas falling apart down on their T side.
Yeah, that was a really close one, but that spray transfer from Devil, that was so incredibly key, because then the bomb is down and Kenny S basically just has to watch the cross, and Kenny S is hitting that shot almost all the time. So that becomes from a favourable position to an incredibly hard position to win for the Dignitas side, and EnVyUs get up to 7. And so, you know, good showing so far from EnVyUs. You can see their CT side looks quite comfortable indeed, and their money is still growing and growing. Now here it's going to be Dignitas going for the quasi into the B bomb site, and there's 4 players here to respond from EnVyUs. Devil there by the statue. Happy is on the tree position this time, and Kenny S is working his way, I believe it was Kenny S, towards the chicken coop position. So tough times ahead. Devil goes down, so site has been taken. Very fast result, and Kenny S indeed by the chicken coop. He's going to get players very close to him with those pistols, very devastating, and all of a sudden, before you can even catch your breath, it's going to be over. 7-1. Dignitas claim that one with a fast B play.
That was very fast indeed, but can they get any momentum going? EnVy have tons of money in the bag. The loot is real on the French side. That said, it has been depleted quite reasonably, but I think they might have a bite even if they were to lose this one. Obviously, if Dignitas lose this round, then that will be absolute devastation, although they will actually have enough money in the hole to buy in the next round as well. So we will see where the advantages will go. Despite it being 7-1, it could easily end up even at 8-7 in favour of Dignitas, but that might be unlikely now that Kenyes gets the opening frag onto Cajun B towards the plateau. The rest of the Dignitas side are all over towards A long at present, where there's a 2-man rotation to put 3 on A, seeing no more aggression towards B.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting now with MSL leading that AWP. Definitely would have been nice to see Cajun be alive to handle that AWP, but no, he's dead. But the job must be done, it must be continued. Here you go, MSL looking for that entry. This is very critical time for him to get that first pick. No facing here from EnVyUs so far. The fire comes in, APC peak is there. EnVyUs able to get the first 2 frags straight back now, and all of a sudden, Dignitas are writhing in the defensive against the defensive efforts of their opposition in the French side of EnVyUs now as they rotate back into more forward positions to clean up the Danish side, and 8-1, they get reset straight away. That is really bad for Dignitas, but they do have some cash left over. But their buy bonus, or loss bonus, sorry, is gone. Back down to that $1,400. But you know, if they lose this round, they will have to quasi. So EnVyUs in a really nice position, but they're having to reach deeply into the reserves here. Actually, EnVyUs almost running out of cash as well. Unexpected considering how much it had grown. Happy just going for these peaks every round, it feels like.
Yeah, and he's going to hear... Oh, that's a problem.
Nobody turned though. I don't think they heard that.
Yeah, surprising. Well, let's see. They're going to be going straight into the grinder here, the meat grinder down. They're going to be turned into mincemeat by these players. So far, so good here for the CTs. But Kenny, he misses a player there, and he will get taken down by Tensky. Man advantage for the CTs, however. There are flames going to force MSL out of his position, and NBK will punish, leaving Tensky alone versus 3. And they are in all kinds of directions. So he gets the 1 versus 1 versus Happy, but Happy will take the 1 versus 1 down.
that incendiary from Happy is so savage. It's like, I'm just going to throw this incendiary and put you in a position where you're going to die, and you know you have to die. You're going to die, but you know it's going to be a slow death. You know you have to jump out into 3 CTs. Good luck, and then he just leaves. It's like, my job is done here. That's pretty.
Goodbye. Good luck.
That's quite dark there from Happy, but yeah, 2 rounds, 1 straight away, and you can see that Dignitas are off to no money again, and a bit of a. Not even really a quasi, to be honest, more of just of a save, as they try to keep more money in the bank, because their loss bonus sucks still. I've got a couple of kills coming in here now, as we'll get, well, actually only a single kill from Happy. I expected 2 there, and all of a sudden, Kenyes is in a position where he's got to be on point, because here come the T's. Although Devil's there to help him out, and he's doing a good job so far. But from all angles, though, Devil will be able to shut down the push from the drop zone, and now it's just Tensky. 1 avenue of attack is left, but Tensky's got nothing to work with. Naded.
Nice.
And that should be that. 10-1.
This is a rout for EnVy at present, but how long will it last? There are still opportunities for Dignitas to take some more rounds and get themselves a survivable scoreline here in the first half. You see the full buy coming out once again for the T side. NBK going back to the Mag 7 there, which is perfectly fine. 10-1. I mean, this is, I feel like Dignitas, you know, at 13-13 on a previous map, they should be taking this 2-0. And now they find themselves at a 9-round deficit with just that 1 on the board. So, tilts may be in play, who knows. I remember when you used to get tilts in pinball machines. Anyway. So far, so good again here for EnVy. We've got Cajun B creeping around the smoke. He doesn't really have much choice other than to do that, but how much can it pay off for him? There's the 1 kill there, and he's checking behind him in case there was a push from the CTs, but there was no such push.
Good molly there. Devil actually able to pop the smoke before the molly lands. Good reactions. And the initial aggression there from EnVyUs was actually pretty neat, but they got found out. They got punished from leaving a player there aggressively, and that's then without Kenyes. And considering that NBK is on a Mag 7, if the MBK's on a max 7, if he can't find a good engagement for that, it's going to be awful. And he's actually only going to be at long ranges. He's not where he needs to be at the broken walls. So what's MBK going to do from this position? He has to pick up a weapon from somewhere. Is there a weapon to be found anywhere? I don't know that there is. Maybe in drop zone. Actually, 2 players though, very low. So doable for MBK, but very hard indeed. Can't put a foot wrong. That boulder is amazing though. Do like me the boulder. That is the strong player there on the site for the T side of Dignitas. Requires a headshot for the 1-bullet frag from MBK. He won't find it though, and Dignitas will finally claim back around.
A lot of money spent all over the place for EnVy now. Although it's mostly in the right place. It's just all over the place for MBK. But if he goes mag 7, then it doesn't matter. And he will do that. So everything, all is well in Camp EnVy. Although if they lose this round, then all will not be well then. Which is the opposite of well.
Well, but not well.
Yeah. 3 plays over towards B for the CTs. Fairly standard stuff at present. We have Apex playing, he's playing Danger actually. And there he is, Apex causing yet more havoc, but he's going to get flashed, he's going to get taken down. He is now definitely dead in Danger. The Danger is dead. NBK playing as much of an off angle as he can. Will he get the headshot into MS? Oh, what's he doing? Why did he do that? Why? Why did he do that? The timing is absolutely unreal. That is so tilting. Even I'm tilted right now, Dan. I'm done. I can't do this.
Okay, it's like GG. The Devil's still there to try to hold things down. He'll only get a single kill against Config, however, and Kenny S and Happy are left to defend, but they're in out of position at the moment, and they may be thinking about this because their money I don't think is too hot right now. But let's see if they can get a fast initial frag. We'll see a boost initially. Perhaps they'll just play for exits. We'll have to see how much committed they'll be. I mean, if they can find a quick angle, a quick frag, then absolutely they can decide to push in here. But if their money is weak, then they're definitely thinking about saving, I think, with the AWP at the very least. But here goes Happy, trying to find what he can from this forward position. There's one player, he spots Cajun B. He's going to get the frag, and Kenius gets one as well. Now very doable. Tensky stuck in the corner there on the bomb site. Frag from him, good stuff, but still trouble is at hand. Kenius moves his way around the corner, but Tensky's ready for it. Seems like the communication was not there as to the position of Tensky, so Dignitas will claim a 3rd round. But all of these rounds that they're taking have been very difficult, but finally they're over the hump. EnVyUs don't have a bye.
If you can't believe this current score, Dan, then you can double check it on the Score Esports. The app is available on the Google Play Store, Dan,
Where can you get
and
the
also the iOS. You are so late with that because I was already halfway through the list of stores, Dan. The other store would be the iOS App Store. There are 2 rounds left in this half, and again, it does indeed seem like Dignitas may find themselves a reasonable score yet. 3 super fast frags coming out for the side. So it looks good, Dan. It looks all good in said hood.
Hoods are good. So we'll have to see if there can be any stopping this, because this is actually looking very much like Mirage, where EnVyUs got loads of rounds, looking super dominant, then Dignitas sort of just clicks. And then they just start winning rounds all of a sudden. Although it was, you know, they weren't on the same sides. It was Dignitas on the CT side getting wrecked against the T aggression of EnVyUs. But nevertheless, the effect is more or less the same. So, are you here, Yanko?
Yes.
Yanko's in the room. Cool. Hello, Yanko.
We're just subbing in and out. That's the new meta for casting.
Nice.
I think there was someone suggested then at a tournament rotating casters in between maps, best of 3. Didn't happen, of course.
We're going to do it in between maps. In between actual maps, because they're currently active.
In
Let's
between
go.
rounds.
In between rounds,
More so.
even. Yes. Well, it is the AWP boost for Kenny S. He's going to get himself up there on the plateau. And will this work out? They've had some good situations, like where, you know, you get Kenny S on the fast shots there, but the smoke is down and Cajun B's close. Oh no.
The timing is real.
Yes. So 4 versus 5 for EnVyUs now. All the good spots. At Dignitas.
This is very problematic for the CTs, right? After losing the initial player, there's not much they can do to get a refrag. Not many areas they could push. And we see, I think it was Apex who tried to go for a play towards A, and he gets punished for it. So now they're in a 4v3 for Dignitas. And NBK on that Mag 7.
Yeah, somehow he got a kill, and then almost a next kill, just like dinking down
So that's a
config
double
to 6.
tag from Happy.
Wow, look at the
Didn't kill
health
anyone,
now.
but they're all really low now.
This is really interesting, isn't it? Now, this Mag 7, I'm very curious how it's going to fare at these distances, but they're so low. Maybe it's going to make the connections to actually get the frags if he chooses to use it instead of a pistol. And it looks like he's going to get a pistol frag on the Tensky. One of the low players is down. Devil's creeping here. Devil's got a very good position. Oh, they're going to challenge him. He's got them all very, very low. Just KGB on 9 HP. The jumping shot from Devil is going to secure the victory. 11-4 will be the score for the first half. And I'm struggling to see Dignitas having a similar showing as EnVyUs on the first half.
Definitely, and also I mean, Cobble after Mirage is probably the strongest map for Dignitas, or it was with Kirby in the lineup. But opposite to Mirage, it's much harder for to bring a player in and to play T side Cobble. There are a lot of set executes that you do towards the B bomb side. The way what Dignitas is known for is for taking control of A long pretty methodically and then moving around the map. That's something you need to practice. It's and also the fact that Cajun didn't play Cobble because Astralis always vetoed it, so
Right.
probably isn't as comfortable on that map as he is on others. We saw that they were sending him towards the B platform area, but he had mixed success there, and in the end, a really, really comfortable half for EnVyUs. They should be able to close this out now. Okay.
Right then. Pop, pop. Config is in the house. And there are 2 more players oncoming for Config to deal with. And he's looking to try to eat them alive with that USP. Oh, not even looking. 3 frags there for Config. So you can't say that he didn't do his fair share of work in this round. And it's going to go back to the 2 versus 2. Happy is on the raid boss. And in fact, he's going to get the frag there. So MSL is dead. Tensky in the back now, but he's going to get shot in the back probably. Or, well, Happy will just take him down from the front. No backstab required from Devil. So EnVy win the pistol. It gets even worse for Dignitas.
Happy the entry fragger, pushing the bomb sites for kills and managing to get all 3 of them in the end. See, the Devil is actually having a really good game. 21 kills, leading the scoreboard for his team. And now it's gonna be near impossible for Dignitas to come back into this game. They don't go for armors, they only buy pistols and a scout on config. So I don't think they're gonna go for a buy in the next round either. But as I say that, they're in a 5v3 then.
Absolutely, sometimes you can't do anything about these Deagles, and there we go, more Deagle action coming in from MSL, 2 versus 3 now, just down to Kenny S with the Mag 10, and this is going to be tough. Here he goes though, and he's got a nade that could be solid there on the APC, but just missing Cajun B. He's going to go for the frag here. This is smart with the Mag 10, he's going to bring the fight to them, to the close ranges, and this is exactly what he needs to do. And here he goes with that Mag 10, just running all over the place in pursuit of these players. He's going to pick up all 5 kills. A very unconventional ace from Kenny S with the Mag 10. Why not? 13-4, and EnVyUs will secure that round, and that's a lot of nice money in the bank for Kenny S to save for a rainy day. And when the rain comes, when there is precipitation, he can buy an AWP. That's the best way to spend a rainy day.
Or an umbrella, Dan.
Just the AWP is required. No umbrella needed.
Okay then.
Well, precipitation aside, Tensky is going to get an early frag, but will be unable to retrieve whatever toys there may be to play with upstairs. Apex coming in to save his teammate Devil in a bit of a sticky situation. NBK back to a P250, so maybe he's muted his microphone again. We'll have to ask him on the tweeters. So I think Vio may have just run into the HE there. He will manage to get a frag though. Down to a 2 versus 1 now with a CZ who's got no ammo. That is.
This is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. Oh, I wanted to see him run out there, and I wanted to see the moment when he shoots and realizes, oh crap, got no bullets.
I think he realized he was out of ammo then.
Yeah. I mean, if you play this game, you don't even have to. You don't have to be a professional player. You just understand how much ammo you have at all times.
I mean, maybe you have to. Maybe, to some people, you run through your own Molotov in a 1v0, lose the game. I mean, anything can happen then. It can happen to anyone, of course.
Oh yeah, yeah. Especially prominent streamers. So we have now the push coming into the B bomb site now. Very fast, very rapid fire entry from EnVyUs. So they're looking to claim that 15th round, and they are completely decimating the defense so far. One frag after another. Apex doing what Apex does, but what is that? Double from the grenade of Tensky, killing both MBK and Apex, the side aggressors. MSL now has an opportunity, but it's going to be a tough one. But James, he's got the Dragon King M4. Does this excite you?
I wouldn't say it excites me, Dan, but we do have one to give away at some point to subscribers. So we've got a 1 versus 2 with MSL in a smoke. Asphyxiation is not what's going to happen, though. Somebody's going to die with a hail of bullets or HE's flying in. That is a chunky one right there, and he will get pinned to the ground. So it's game points now, many game points, 11 in fact here for Envy. This is probably going to be a very sad loss for Dignitas, who should have taken it 2-0, but now find themselves in an unfavorable situation.
I mean, should have. They certainly had a better chance on Mirage, right? They would have probably been 14-13 up in that game, but they still had to grind out 2 more rounds on T side against Envy, which is not maybe as easy as it sounds, but all things considered, they pretty much crumbled here on Cobble.
Good old Cobblers. And there's the first frag going the way of EnVyUs. Kenny S is going to pick up 1. On Tensky, the aggression there, not going to find anything. Trying to level the disadvantage a little bit with that aggression. It's not going to work out. And lots of 1 versus 1s. MSL's got no one to work with there. Just get straight pushed with the nades. And EnVyUs look to be walking over this one. There's another frag there for EnVyUs as the site is slowly but surely lost. But they're going to line up there for Rubino. Very patient with the CZ, but it's not going to be enough. 16-4, and EnVyUs indeed will take this best of 3. But it does go all the way to the 3rd map. And as you guys pointed out, it's going to be very, very sad